really, Surefire Gaming are going to have real trouble defending and real trouble having, carrying this through at all. But looks like not sure what Switchblade's going to do now with that extra broadsword. Maybe he's going to keep it for the extra damage, or he's going to try and build something with it. But again, looks like both teams are just off farming. Though Roger Dodger pretty brave here, pushing up without any ward support, watching his backside at the secret shop. No, there we go. They decided definitely don't want to stick around. They're backing off, both of them, Diminished Shaman and Puppet Master. But again, just a lot of farming happening here. Valkyrie quite under-farmed at the moment. She's got enhanced marches, and that's about it. Whereas Arachna has managed to get... no, she's pretty under-farmed as well. She's sitting on Sting Boots. Yeah. So, yeah, both of those...
If anything, Valkyrie's got a bit more farm with the bracelets that she has, but it does look like Hellborn are going to try and take top tower. It is on about 130 health. Here come the ports now. The arrow comes out, missing everybody. The port comes in from Puppet Master. He has got a little bit of a hold on Voodoo Jester. Voodoo Jester dropping very quickly to 240 health. He's trying to live. He's not going to, with the final hit coming in from Demented Shaman and Hellborn backing up very quickly. So well defended tower. And they can't... I think the tower is actually 1 health more than it has to be denied. So that's a bit disappointed for the Legion team. Looks like they're going to start pushing that top tower with the defense going out. Glacius has been puppet showed. Big damage there. Glacius might die here. Oh, the tower just surviving. No, there he goes. He's down. The port coming in from Arachna, ulting Soulsteal rather quickly. Poet Master just tearing Arachna to shreds. He'll be lucky to survive. Oh, if he'd gotten one more hit on. But the big Bubbles comes in, takes out a double kill. Swiftblade does go down to Soulstealer. It's a Bubbles versus Puppet Master happening right now with Arachna helping out from the side. But I don't think it's going to end well for Bubbles as they do back off. Bubbles is on. Oh, Arachna, here it comes. The Voodoo Jester Sun. He has got baited too long. It's going to be Bubbles taking out the Hellborn, getting the second kills. The Hellborn actually take out Class, Soulstealer, and Puppet Master with the help of Voodoo Jester. So, Voodoo Jester managing to save the day there. But it was a really good team fight. I think they got the tower. I don't think it was deniable, but some really good work from Bubbles there.
Yes, definitely some superb play from Bobo, just floating like a butterfly, sting like a bee, just making it impossible for both Class and Roger Dodge to lay down the last few hits they needed on him, just bouncing around and making it just really annoying. They must be so frustrated. They can see that kill just dancing around in front of their eyes, and they can't quite grab it. But we see Bubbles rolling down the bottom, bottling a haste rune. Is he going to bottle it? Yes, he picks it up in the bottle. Bubbles has also picked up an Acolyte staff, so he's going for something big. I'm not sure if he's going to go for a sheep or if he's going to go for a Frostbill plate, although I think it'll probably be a sheep, as doesn't need a Frostbill plate all that much against this team. But at the moment we've got Diminished Shaman also rolling bottom. Looks like the Legion team are coming to bottom in force. Whether or not they're going to push or they're just rolling here to defend, I'm not sure yet. Bubbles has popped the haste, so he hasn't got that anymore. Actually, Bubbles doesn't have a bottle anymore. He's sold it off, so decided it's too late in the game for it, as he just takes a bit of damage there. But firing off the shell, so just harassing Soulstealer around at the moment. Looks like the Hellborn team, not too interested in coming bot. They're all carrying TPs though. So if they're needed, they can come. As we see, Swiftblade has picked up an Ice Brand. Looks like he's sold the spare broadsword for a bit of cash. But he's got the Ice Brand, so he's probably going to go for a Frostburn, I think. But at the moment, it looks like both teams are backing off into the farming mode, engaged at the moment. We see some stacking. No, Valkyrie's just killing at the moment. As the Hellborn have taken out the Legion Tower. Roger Dodger not managing to deny that top tower there, unfortunately. But really, not a whole lot happening at the moment. So, not too sure what we're going to talk about here. But let's see.
I think the thing that's hurting Surefire game at the moment is the levels at the moment. I mean, they've got 2 level 16s against a level Roaring Embarrassing 14 and 13, and then Witch and D-Shaman on level 8, whereas the lowest level on the Hellborn team is Glacius on level 9, and Witch and D-Shaman can be real basically just food to your Swiftblade and Bubbles at this point in the game. But it looks like they might be trying to set up a game from Puppet Master. No, they're going to be a bit slow there. It's Pulpmaster takes the TP to mid. Switchblade being quite cheeky, actually stealing their ancients, but Pulpmaster might come up and catch him. He's heading up towards him. He does get the handoff, and a big 5-second arrow comes off. This could spell doom for Switchblade. I think it's going to. Oh, the arrow coming off as Valkyrie does manage to finish her off, but all the damage going to Pulpmaster. So that was a real bit of a stupid spot for Switchblade to be, but that was really good timing of the Pulpmaster and Valkyrie combination triumph.
Yes, some good coordination from both teammates here. And you're right, Witchblade definitely looking very foolish for a lot of the enemy heroes there. Especially a Ragnar. I mean, if he walks in a Ragnar, he's buggered. He's sitting on 680 HP, so really he's got to keep himself out of trouble. As we see a push here happening at mid, it looks like the HoN team aren't in position to defend, although they can rapidly redeploy with Bubbles being able to initiate very effectively for his team. But it looks like the tower is going to go down without any fight, as a Ragnar is possibly going to get caught out of position here. No, he's got Bubbles there to help him out. We saw the Valkyrie arrow go out. Bit of a miss, as the Bubble Shells go out as well, just harassing there, although it doesn't look like they're going to commit and engage. Bubbles just taking out some illusions. As we see Bubbles just porting around, but it looks like the Legion team is going to back off at the moment. But look at Valkyrie, she's picked up a life tube, so what do you think she's going for?
Life tube on Valkyrie, well, for the amount of I forget the name for targeted spells that the HoN team have, I would say she'd be going for a Nullstone, but I mean this late into the game, I'm not really sure, but I have a feeling it could be a Nullstone. Valk does have 1200 gold saved up at the moment, so I guess we'll see when it comes, but that would be my guess, would be a Nullstone. As Switchblade does pick up a double damage at bottom, looks like they're going to maybe head bottom. No, they're doing Congo instead. So they are going to do Congo with the double damage. Congo is going to drop fairly fast. The Legion team are going to respond to this. They're grouping up towards the bottom room, but they have water rev, so they don't know it's there. But the other water site there. Valkyrie invising in, comes in. Swift is going to try and finish off Congo. He does get stunned, which is a bit unfortunate. He does grab it in, but Volk and Witch are in a bit of trouble. If Bubbles going down to a 4.5 second arrow there, but it's 3 down on Hellborn. Switchblade is just running at him with the double damage, 600 health. Puppetmaster pops the shrunken head, but it's not going to help. Valkyrie, hat-trick going down to Switchblade, so really good work there. I don't think they're going to catch the Valkyrie though, she's just too fast. But it does mean they're going to get this mid tower and maybe a top tower, or they'll go for Rax, but I would say they're going to go top tower and then they're going to maybe change for the top. Sorry, mid tower and then top tower because of the creep wave that's coming in at top. But that was a really good team fight.
It was indeed. Valkyrie, unfortunately, trying with that invis would have been effective, but they had the Rod of Revelation sitting right there, and it spotted them as they came down the ramp, so it gave them away, and unfortunately, Bubbles just immediately responded, poured it straight on them, silenced them, dropped all this stuff on them, and really gave them all sorts of hell. Went down in the process to, got stunned by Witchslayer, then ulted by Witchslayer, and then cleaned up by an arrow from Valkyrie. But of course, the team fight in the end going down badly. Glacius managing to dodge a Witchslayer stun at the graveyard just by using the a well-timed tablet of command. And it should be also noted that during that fight, Switchblade managed to take down Kongor. He's also picked up his Frostburn. He's had that for a little while now, but he's got the token as well. So if I don't know if in the next 5 minutes Frenetic or decide they want to push, they're probably going to have a Rax fairly easily if they've got that token, because Switchblade is so far ahead of his opponents. Level 17, he's got all his items farmed up. Soulsteel really nowhere close to him in terms of farm, really. He's got the Shrunken Head, he's got the Fire Ram, but really not close at all when you've got talking, Runed Axe and a Frostburn. And I mean, he's also sitting on, as we hear the fights going at bottom, Bubbles ult comes out, but he gets knocked off by a Shrunken Head. So we see the Valkyrie getting hit by the spider, but Arachne goes down. Bubbles has picked up a Frostfield play. Valkyrie trying to leap away, leaps in the wrong direction, gets taken down by Bubbles and Glacius. We see Switchblade though having to use his token. Switchblade about to get hit by a point blank ult. Bang! Switchblade getting smashed and then getting taken down by the point blank ult, and then Jesus Christ, that would have hurt. So Switchblade going down with the token, then getting caught out in a bad position. But the fight isn't over here. We see Witchslayer striding in, not going to get there in time. Bubbles blinks away, not going to be able to run down Glacius. Glacius also having striders, but that action down at bottom, the Shrunken Head's well timed, managed to knock off Bubbles' effectiveness quite severely, and then catching Switchblade out of position there. So good work from the Legion team. Managed to bring this back just a little bit indeed, as we see the push happening on the tower here. But Razor, what do you think the contributing factor to Surefire's win in that fight was?
Oh, it was a huge win. It just shows that they're still in this. I mean, that was really cool. And I think Switchblade got a little bit heavy-headed and just went in full brunt and died really quickly. I mean, the way he died with the token when he had it was just a bit silly. He sort of went in behind the scenes to try and get a kill and didn't manage to pick up anyone and ended up getting killed on the tower and then got stunned from Witch and then boom, as you said, the Soul Stealer ulti straight in the face just isn't pleasant to watch and he got taken out instantly with the help with Glacius. But yeah, it does show that Surefire Gaming are still in this. I mean, Puppet Master picking up a Great Arcana, so it looks like he might go for a Harkon's Blade here. So he has got 2.4k saved up, so if he does get that Acolyte Staff, I would say 90% he's going to go for a Harkon, so that it will hurt people like Bubbles and Glacius and Voodoo who really are going to be food to that. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to come down to Puppet Master and Switchblade and who can best support really. So, and the way I see it is Bubbles is playing a really good support. He's just doing everything. He's got a Frostfield plate. He's just doing everything right. So the next team fight is going to be a real decider in it. I have a feeling Soul Stealer could be walking in. He does walk into it, but this Shrunken Head is popped for Soul Stealer, so she does manage to walk away from it. But it does decrease the cooldown on Shrunken Head down to 6 seconds. So 7 seconds. Sorry. But a little bit of a fail game there, I guess, but useful. But a bound eye on Bubbles now, obviously, to try and counter the Valkyrie ultimate trial.
Yes, also using, probably going to see Frenetic get a bit more map control here as they manage to take a ton of wards. As we see another counter ward going down for TDA 101. But we see Switchblade again taking a shot at these Ancients, although this time he's not being spotted up by an enemy ward. Instead, some friendly wards sitting over there this time. So he's going to get away with it. But it looks like Surefire are motioning where they think the wards are, although they've been wrong on both accounts, and wards are neither there or here. But at the moment, we see Bubbles not stacking, just killing creep at the moment, just killing the Ancients. But again, just farming action happening. Valkyrie has picked up, both Valkyrie and Arachna have picked up Blessed Orbs. Valkyrie looks like she's going for Nullstone. On the other hand, Arachna is going for the new Geometer's Bane. So, well, we just got a lot of farming action happening. We might discuss Geometer's Bane. What do you make of the new nerfs and slight buffs with the price decrease Razor?
I'm going to be biased. I don't like the changes. I liked having a Nullfire Geos combination bulk. I enjoyed having Shield Breaker and Soul Stealer with Geos. I enjoyed a lot of those sort of heroes, and to take it away sort of takes away from me buying Geos. I mean, I'm still going to have to buy from heroes that are needed in like Valkyrie and Arachna even, and a few other heroes. But I did enjoy the Illusions buff, but now that it's gone, it saddens me in a lot of minute triumph.
Yes, well, I find it a little odd that Nullfire got lumped in there with the other exclusive attack modifiers because it's, if I remember correct me if I'm wrong, but it's not an exclusive modifier. You can stack it with other things. So I find it a little weird that it got lumped in there. Yeah. I know there's been a lot of discussion on the forums about bringing it back, like bringing Nullfire back and just Nullfire. As we see Bubbles spotting the ward and taking it out. So like I said, going to have a lot more map control now that they picked up that eye and also countering Valkyrie with it. That said, though, I'm not sure if Bubbles should be carrying it because he, I know he's really used his counter initiation, so he shouldn't be standing up the front, honestly. Would have given it to someone else who is going to be near the front and is going to need to watch out for the Valkyrie ult. But we see the ports coming out to bottom here as it looks like the Legion team are trying to defend. As we see, looks like some braces and a bottle have been picked up. Like no Cas for Life has been given Class's bottle of tears. He doesn't need it anymore. Class has picked up, this is interesting, he's picked up a Dancing Blade and a Firebrand, so that's an interesting set of buys there with, doesn't look like he's going to finish anything as Valkyrie also that's not going to really be effective as it's going to get spotted up. Valkyrie gets a 5-second ult. Yes, big, that was a nice move there from Glacius, just shifting his teammate out of the way, but it looks like Class is in a lot of trouble, taking damage from the Spider, taking damage from the Spirit Ward. Puppet Master getting stuck into Arachna. Arachna probably going to go down here. No, maybe not. She looks like he's getting away. Gets healed from Voodoo Jester. Puppet Master getting it pounded on by 4 people here. Although he's doing a lot of damage. Curse Ground comes out. Gets frozen. Now Puppet Master completely buggered. Gets taken out there. Good teamwork there. Just stacking in on top of him. The Legion team unable to assist. The Defender Shaman low HP. Valkyrie low HP. Couldn't get stuck in. Valkyrie almost finished a Nullifier. But, almost finished her Nullstone. But still not able to get back into the fight. But, going to see the bottom tower push down and Arachna pointing back to mid to defend. But just to go back to Class's build, he's gone for a Firebrand and then a Dancing Blades. He's split his build up a little interestingly. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I think he might go for a Wingbow, then finish off, and then go for Geos, and then probably follow up with Shield Break if he goes on for that long. That's the way I see it. He's going to do it. I think he just had that money at the time and thought, you know what, I'm not going to have 3,300 gold saved up again. I might as well just buy it now, you know. But I mean, bottom tower, the second tower for the Hellborn is getting pushed a fair bit. It's already dropped 600. It's dropping really fast, actually. The amount of creeps that are beating on it, it's dropped another 100 health, so it's going down. So that was a fairly good push for Hellborn. They did lose Swiftblade in potentially the most awkward way you could possibly lose a Swiftblade, but it was just a complete... He just got raped, basically. Triumph, he just got raped. That's the best way of putting it.
Yes, we saw Glacius try to save him with a quick tablet there, but it wasn't to be. Good stun from Valkyrie, though. Not landed a very nice 5-second arrow just to set up that kill. But, of course, the fight all going pear-shaped after that for the Legion team, with the Hellborn team managing to split them up and take him down. But, again, we just see more farming happening around. Really, just looking at the GPMs at the moment, we've got Class on 383, and we've got Roger Dodger on 347. As they're making motions to Kongor, although I don't think he's up yet. You know, he's not just asking Valkyrie to check it out with an arrow. As they've got a ward up there. I think they're saying there's a ward up there. As we see a regen room spawn at the bottom lane. But looking at the Hellborn GPMs, we've got Bobo on 377, and we've got Valkyra on 450. So Valkyra definitely getting away here on the farming scale. Just looking at his items, he's picked up a Slayer. So it looks like he's going to go and pick up a Savage Mace, as we see possibly a bit of engagement happening, although Bubbles just porting away quickly, just getting himself out of trouble. But we've got all 5 Legion players at the bottom lane at the moment. Looks like their Hellborn are coming to help out. No, they're just going to go and farm a bit there, as we've got Swiftblade pushing top lane all by himself. Are the Legion team going to port back and defend, or are they just going to let it go? As Valkyrie has picked up a Nullstone. As we see, I think Swiftblade's porting back to mid. Although it looks like the Hellborn are Kongoring. The Legion team have not bothered to put a ward up, although they're saying maybe they're just guessing, I think. They're saying, look out, something might be happening, because they can't see it for sure. As we see Bubbles just quickly taking out the creep wave, and then the Hellborn team sneaking across. I don't think they got seen there. It is night time. Yeah, they didn't get seen. Valkyrie's trying to check it out. I think he knows something. They had a shot at it, though, because Kongor is hurt. As they're now making motions to where they think the Hellborn are, and they are correct, as it looks like Defender Shaman placing a nice wall there. Could have placed it a little differently. He could have put it on the hill just below him. As we see Puppet Master get hit by the spider, trying to catch out Voodoo Jester. Doesn't happen, though. As we see good ult from Soulstealer, cleaning up Arachna with a bit of help from Valkyrie. And we see Swiftblade unable to take anybody out because they're all invisible. He doesn't know where they are. Bubbles taking a ton of damage here. Gets taken out. The Bound Eye has been dropped, although Soulstealer going to go down in the process. Do they pick up the Bound Eye? I think they did. Yes, Glacius managed to recover the Bound Eye. And Class immediately buys back. As we see the ward there get cleaned up. But just where the ward went down there, you could have put it just, the Menasham could have put the ward just here, and it would spot both into that area now that they've moved the trees here, as well as spotting Kong. But he's put it in the same spot again, so it's probably going to get seen again because of the Bound Eye, which is a bit silly. I see Valkyrie landing a 2-second arrow. Will he be able to clean him up though? Gets the stun off from Witchslayer. Nice work from there, and Roger Dodger comes in to clean him up. So we see Voodoo Jester go down there, as we see Class also cleaning up the Ancients there, although are they going to take down Kong quickly? As we see Valkyrie trying to attack from outside the land, not going to work out too well there. But it looks like they're going to go for Kong while 2 players are down. They're missing both GGXO and Bobo. Bobo, of course, being one of their power hitters. Swiftblade is busy farming bottom, so it looks like the Legion are going to get a free Kong at the moment. Kongol goes down. Looks like they're going to give it to Class. Although personally, at this stage, I would have given it to Roger as he appears to be hitting a fair bit harder at the moment. Roger Dodger instead going for the Hellflower. I thought he'd go for the Hellflower over the Harkon's Blade because he's already picked up Nullfire. What am I saying? He's already picked up the Whispering Helm and they don't stack, which is why I thought he would go for Hellflower, and he has gone for that instead. But at the moment here, just a bit of farming happening. But yes, good work from the Legion team, managing to come back with a good buyback from Class, and they took down Kong. So they've got the token, made sure Frey didn't clean up. Of course, Class losing a bit of money on the buyback, but of course, if at this point, if Frey had managed to get their hands on the token with the mid tower down to the barracks tower that's on low HP, they would probably get a Rax off, so they couldn't afford to let him get it. But Razor, at the moment, which way do you think this match is swinging? It seems to be pretty back and forth.
Yeah, it's pretty even. I mean, there's only really 8 kills in it that's going towards the Hellborn way. Swiftblade, I think he has got his Savage Mace. He's got 3.5k saved up, so it's really a matter of time before he fights. Or maybe he'll go with Dancing Blade to split his build at the same time. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he does. He's just walking around really just farming. As he spots Roger Dodge's Minotaur, it looks like the Swiftblade did not see this, and they might set up a gank on the Ancients here. No, that doesn't look like they're going to do that. Valkyrie has got a Nullstone, I'm not sure if you already said that or not. There is a Rune of Invisibility here. The arrow goes off, but a Blade is going to be long gone. It looks like there are 4 at the top rune, but Bubbles is disappearing. He might be picking up an item or something, so he does pick up a bound die. So it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen. To be honest, I think it's going to be a real toss-up. To be honest, Triumph, I think it's going to come down to one of the next team fights and whether or not they win or lose it.
I agree. Also mentioned that Bubbles has picked up another Acolyte staff, and he's also got his Mana Tube. So he is about 1,500 gold or so away from finishing off a Hex, and that'll definitely give the Legion team a bit of trouble, because if you can get an early Hex off, manage to shut down either Soul Stealer or Puppet Master before they get stuck in the fight, it can really allow his team to capitalize on it. Because Bubbles has excellent initiation. I mean, he can get straight in, Hex someone straight away, and then drop his ult and everything to stop them from managing to cancel. But at the moment, looks like just more farming happening. Doesn't look like Surefire ready to push. They know they're still on the back foot. They are, Hellborn, they are still 7,000 experience ahead and a good 4,500 gold ahead. So Surefire's still a little bit on the back foot here, but they've been making up for it in the fights. Definitely holding their own in the fight still. But it seems both teams are back in a farm mode here. We see a bit of team farming happening here. In fact, everybody's taking the farm off Swiftblade, so maybe they're going to try and push instead. But the Legion team all hanging around mid here, getting their farm happening as well. Valkyrie just farming up. Looks like Arachna has also headed back to bottom. She's also going for she's already picked up a Jominer's Bane, and she's got a Mighty Blade and a Warhammer, so it looks like she's also trying to pick up a Shrunken Head to get that magic immunity happening, and she definitely does need it. We've seen her wiped out a couple of times by Soul Stealer's ult. Oh, and speaking of Soul Stealer, he's picked up his Wingbow, which will actually not be that effective because Swiftblade has, well, I thought he'd finished the Savage Mace, but apparently not. He's picked up an Abyssal Skull. So did he spend all his money on that? Yes, he did spend all his money on that. I'm not sure about that move. I would have gone for the Savage Mace, to be honest. What do you think, Razor?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Did he have the Shrunken Head before that team fight? Because I didn't think he had it. I thought he went straight for the Shrunken Head, but I might have missed it completely. But that's what I thought they did. Bubbles fighting a Minotaur off the top of a cliff. I do like choice. That looks like there is gearing up for a team fight at top. This could be a decider. Valkyrie now has a firebrand. Shoots an arrow off it. Oh, it narrowly avoids Swift and Voodoo Dust. God, that couldn't have been any closer. So we do have 5 at top. Swiftblade, they do have some frost armor. It looks like, I'm not sure who, probably Puppet Master with his Whispering Helmet has got the Ice Ogre and has given everyone some ice armor. Pause this go off for Surefire Gaming. They do pause, so we're going to see another pause here. This time in better positions for both teams. Shell Surf trying to get the Bubbles, trying to get some vision, but I don't think he's going to see anything with it. But Frey's saying don't unpause, so it looks like we could be here for a little while.
Well,
while we wait.
Speaking of farm, Bubbles has finished his Hex, So that's going to have a pretty big impact this game. But also, speaking of farm, is Glacius has managed to pick up a Shrunken Head. And I don't think anybody can cancel that. Yeah, nobody can cancel through that Shrunken Head. So Glacius can let off some really painful ults if he can get himself into position now. And it looks like Voodoo Jester is about... He's got the Neophyte's Book, he's got the Mighty Blade and the Glowstone. So what's he sitting on? How much cash? Sitting on 600 cash. So he's 500 gold short of an ult stick. So he could really lead out some pain if he can just get a sneaky ult off. So yeah, both the Hellborn support's getting some farm happening here. As I'm just looking at Demeter Shaman, he's got nothing. He's got a couple of braces. Looks like he was trying to build an Astrolabe. It's only got the headdress, so really the refreshing ornament. Sorry, really hasn't got much at all. And Witch Slayer also braces and striders. That's about it. So these Legion supports are rocking not much at all, while the Hellborn supports are getting a fair bit of money rolling in. Not sure if they've just been stealing a bit of fun. Let's have a look. 40 creep for GGXO, and Glacier sitting on 50. On the other hand, Case for Life's on 14, and TDA 101 is on 30. So looks like the Hellborn's getting a little bit more farm, and obviously dying just a little bit less as well, and getting a few more assists off. But at the moment, I don't know. I think the Legion team might have a bit of trouble here. That Bubbles has been playing a very strong game, and now he's got a Hex. He's looking incredibly dangerous. What do you think, Razor?
Yeah, he's playing a really good Bubbles, and the Sheep Sticks is going to strengthen it. I mean, if Puppet Master doesn't get his Shrunken Head off in time, I have a really good feeling he'll probably Sheep Stick Puppet Master, if not Soul Stealer, but Puppet Master will be the number one person to Hex, mainly because he's hitting for 550 on those crits, and he has got the Shrunken Head, he has got the Hellflower. We do have a good to go and a ready up from both teams, so it looks like they will unpause here. But yeah, I think Bubbles is going to be a real... Bubbles will play Puppet Master, Soul Stealer are going to be the ones to watch, and the Bulk Arrow, definitely. But it's going to be interesting to see how this team fight goes as the countdown begins. The game will resume very shortly. It has resumed. Soul Stealer, Bubbles does see all those players sitting there with the Ice Armor. It is good that they have that Ice Armor. It's quite a good buff to have around. I mean, it's a really good strat that what's his face Puppet Master does have. But if they don't get in there soon enough, Ice Ogre is going to have no mana left to give them the Ice Armor once again.
Indeed, as we see, it looks like the Legion team are deciding now's the time to push. As the looks like no, they're not gonna. They're just gonna hold back. As we see, Demeter Shaman dropping his ult on somebody on his own team, but they're not gonna go in apparently. As we see, another Valkyrie arrow come out, misses though, just hits a creep. So are they gonna go on? Or are they gonna back off? The Ice Ogre, where is it? It is running out of mana quite quickly. It's got 2 charges left in it. Are the Legion team going to hang around? And of course, Demeter Shaman's ult is down, so they're running out of armor fairly quickly. But at the moment, it looks like they're backing off. They're just going back into farm mode. We've got Puppet Master heading mid just to pick up in his farm. Valkyrie heading bottom, take that bottom wave. And Class, not sure where Class is off to now. Just going to wander off to maybe the Ancients. Clean up the Ancients. But again, everybody back in hard in farm mode. As we see, kind of a lack of wards up at the moment. The only ward up we've got in the map is this one here from TA 101. And as we know, here we go, Jabberwabber has dropped a ward just there watching the rune and the ramp there. As we see Bubbles bouncing around, just looking to counter ward. That's using his eye very effectively, just making good utility use of it. As we've got, looks like they're motioning against Glacius in the mid lane. As we've got, not going to happen though. Class isn't going to be able to get on top of him. Not going to happen at all. We've got Witch Slayer, still nothing. Ooh, okay. Puppet Master picked up. He's gone a big spender. He's picked up a Symbol of Rage. I think he only just picked that up, didn't he?
Yeah, that was what he was aiming for. He had about almost 4k saved up when they paused. I noticed that, and that's obviously what he was going for, was the axe and then the recipe for it. So that's going to be a huge thing. The Puppet Master's pretty much turned into the person to aim for in team fights for the Hellborn side. As they do come up to the Hellborn Ancients, Puppet Master is doing it very quickly. They're all farming here. It's just a massive game of farm. This game is not. But they're all sitting around the secret shop with the Hellborn team. The Hellborn team is sitting around the bottom tower, just casually defending the creeps off. Bubbles is porting on top of the tower. I'm not sure if he'll be able to see anything there. I think he does just see the orange of Witchlayer. He does get the freeze off. Swiftblade does get the ulti off. That's one kill there. It's 4v5 straight up. Great play there from Bubbles and not Bubbles, yeah, Bubbles Senior. But the Volk arrow, the Volk ulti is happening. Bubbles has got the portal key going with the bound eye, so you can see them all. They're just spinning back casually. At the moment, Hellborn are in a strong position here with no Witchlayer. They got no stun, no dual stun, and no big nuke. So it's going to be interesting to see whether they go on it. It looks like they might have gone it. Bubbles getting a big 4-man ulti, porting back. Soulstealer going for the ulti, does go miss it. Poke Master, Soulstealer popping their shrunken heads, missing it. Bubbles, Glacier's popping his ulti. The Meted Shaman does fall. Soulstealer might just fall here because of the... Oh my god, massive pickups there. Soulstealer does go down. He's back up. He does get frozen. They're trying to kill his kill him off. They do kill him off. It's 3 down for the Hellborn team, which they does spawn back now. But that was a real good team fight there. Only one, which was Glacier's dropping in that, but he did do some huge damage with his Ultratron.
I think it was a bit of a poor decision from Surefire Gaming. They really shouldn't have been hanging around. I mean, because that was the Hellborn's team whole goal, to pick someone off and then go in. And with Bubbles' ability, I mean, he just managed to open up that fight from such a long range away and managed to get his team in there. And also just managing to bait Soulstealer, almost wasting his ult, but managing to cancel it in time. Good reflexes from Class. But really, they shouldn't have been hanging around there, honestly. But one thing does worry me is once they're all up together, because Witchlayer is a big part of the team with his stuns and stuff, once they're all up together, is that the Hellborn team doesn't have enough hard disable or shut Puppet Master down. Because basically they've got Bubbles' Hex, if you can get it off in time, and then they've got Ice Imprisonment, which if he does get Hex first and then they try to stack Ice Imprisonment on it after, he can just cast the BKB, the Shrunken Head through it and cancel it. So really, I mean, even if you do manage to lay down some hurt on him, if you cannot finish Puppet Master off, which will be difficult considering he has like 2.1k HP, if they can't finish him off in the 4.5 seconds or so while he's hexed, he will just stand right back up and go nuts with that similar rage. Because, he'll come back up with a crit ready and he'll just whiplash and, bang, 500 HP stop. No, it's actually like 150% HP back, so it's more like bang, 750 HP back and then more and more and more. It's just really ridiculous. So really the lack of hard disable on the Hellborn team kind of worries me now, especially considering how fat Roger Dodger is and how much, really just how much attrition he can stand up with now thanks to the symbol of rage. I'm just looking at Swiftblade, though. Swiftblade, very fat, hitting for 376 minimum. He's managed to pick up a Savage Mace, so really he's just about all tapped out. There's not much more he can do with the cash except save for buybacks, really. As we're now waiting for... Actually, I'm just going to scroll down bottom. Looks like they're looking at Kong. No, they're just scouting him. As I'm just going to look at the GPMs, actually, because Swiftblade has a lot of money. Now, he's only sitting on 477, not like Malik and Kujo's Malik. That was ridiculous. Like, 20 minutes in, he had 550 GPM. It was absolutely ridiculous. But it looks like the Hellborn here, they're going maybe for Kong. No, they're just running past him. Actually, we've got Bubbles scouting around, just looking for that ward. And we see Valkyrie throwing another arrow in. They really need to counter ward down here because Hellborn, they've spotted them. The first attempt at killing them while they're at Kong was screwed over by that counter ward and ward. As you see, he sees Soulstealer taking a ton of damage. Puppet Master taking a ton of damage. Puppet Master goes down, Soulstealer going down. They manage to focus him down before he can be effective. But like I said, that ward catching the team out, catching them while they're split up, and really screwing them over. So they really need some counter wards to come out here because that's the second time they've been screwed over by a ward sitting down at that bottom room, getting caught out there.
Yeah.
We see Valkyrie's picked up a Frostburn. As we see, Class is brought back, but really, unless Roger Dodger can get back into the fight, and I don't think he can, they're in a fair bit of trouble. Actually, Roger Dodger's sitting on 1,600 gold, so maybe he can get back in? Not sure. No, if he could buy back, I think he would have done it by now because they're pushing hard. Looks like Surefire Gaming are going to lose a Rax here, and there's not much they can do about it. Valkyrie's just making the most of it by farming top. because there is not a whole lot of he could do down here, even with his team. As we see Voodoo Jester bounce in with Tablet of Command, gets the Maledict off, Freeze comes out from Glacius on Dementia Shaman goes down, the spin is from... Actually, we see Puppet Master is back up. I'm not sure if Roger Dodger bought back or if he just came back normally. But Puppet Master manages to take down Arachna there, as we see Glacius possibly in a little bit of trouble here. Gets hit by the Puppet Show, but getting away. Looks like he's getting away at the moment. Gets a sloth. Valkyrie speeding his teammates up with a leap here. Looks like he's in a bit of trouble. He gets... No, he's fine now. He can't be stopped. Oh, no, he's not. Just a pure amount of damage that comes through. Just drops him. Goes down like gets hit by a truck. That Puppet Master rapes him. But we see, looks like Surefire Gaming, they really need to get on the counter offensive, take down a Rax or something, because at the moment they're in a fair bit of trouble here. They really need to get active and take down their opponents. As we see that bottom ward again screwing them over, they might get jumped in here. As we see Class is going for a Kong attempt or not. Bubbles being sneaky, just hiding in the trees there. Blinking away. No, not going to get caught out there. But definitely, it looks like Frenetic Array definitely got a clear upper hand now. So just look at the experience difference. 1,300 gold and 1,300 experience, way ahead of Surefire Gaming. Definitely in a bit of trouble here. But Razor, if you're in, let's say you were on Surefire's team, what would you be focusing on now to try and bring this game back?
Killing Swift. They need to get map control at the moment. They really don't have, well, from what I can see, I don't see them having any wards up at the moment. I don't see any wards up for Surefire Gaming. They really don't have any map control. As I say this, D-Shaman does just put up one. But they don't have any ward control, whereas Surefire Gaming, Frey did have a lot of wards up, but they've just all expired pretty much at the same time. Not D-Shaman, Voodoo Jester is back, so they're all at the Ancients once again. It looks like it's going to be another Mexican standoff here, just waiting to see who's going to make the first mistake, whether Surefire Gaming are going to lose their Puppet Master. I have to say that was a really good play there. That Puppet Master just dropped, just melted towards Swiftblade. But Swiftblade now has post haste, so he's running even bloody faster. Arachna just scoping around, seeing if maybe he's going to get baited on or something. He does look like he's going to pick up Rift Shards after finishing Shrunken Head, so good picks there from Arachna. Starting to get a bit more useful there. Same with Hulkery, the arrow missing, hitting Kongor for 5 seconds. So they're all just sitting here with Puppet Master and SS just farming the jungle quite casually. So yeah, we're just waiting to see what happens. They're all sitting still around Kongor. Hellborn do have the slight advantage because they can just sit here and do it. Swift has entered in now to start Kongor off. He does hit for 718 plus the 100 for the Savage Mace. So Kongor is dropping absolutely fast. 5-second arrow on Valkyrie, 5-second arrow on Swiftblade. So they do know they're doing it, but I just think they're all too far away. SS is on the opposite side of the forest, so this is going to go to Swiftblade. Arachna picks up the token on Bubbles. The bananas get picked up by Glacius, so Glacius is going to be staying alive for a little bit longer during his ulti. Swiftblade obviously doesn't have room for it. Hitting for about 700, and I think he hits for about 750, 760 now. 717, it seems, plus 100. But yeah, he is hitting like a truck now. It looks like they're going to start pushing bottom. Arachna has finished her Rift Shards, just have it ready to go. The 950 gold, so it's going to have a bunch of buys it or not. But yeah, passing it back to you. This is looking to be another huge team fight at bottom. The Valkyrie's at top farming. She does have a TP stone, so it'll be interesting to see whether she backs off or just keeps pushing. She's
going for a ninja push. As it looks like another Mexican standoff, but I'll just make a point that Surefire Gaming didn't see them Konging. If you can see how they placed the waters a little bit too far back, and you've got that narrow band of line of sight where they can't see, and the Hellborn just sneaked in through it. And the only thing that spotted them was Valkyrie's arrow, and it was way too late. As we hear Bubbles poured in, gets the Hex off on Roger Dodger. Roger Dodger, though, comes out of the Ice Imprisonment with a BKB. It looks like those Soul Steal are taking a ton of damage going down to Swiftblade. Then Swiftblade ulting on top of Puppet Master. Puppet Master unable to live through it. As we see a Bound Eye being dropped. I think it was one of the Legions. As it gets picked up or destroyed, I'm not sure. As the bottom racks go, that looks like we are going to have a concede here. So definitely a back and forth match. Definitely a tough match in the CGI ladder. But we've got the first game going out between Frenetic Array and Surefire Gaming. Frenetic Array taking out that first match but definitely a very exciting back and forth match. Definitely one of the top matches I've seen this week. But my name is Triumph Man. Joining me tonight in the studio has been Razor, and this has been Game 1. We will be back shortly with Game 2 of Surefire Gaming versus Frenetic Array. Until then, stay classy.